Hi, I'm Danielle, and this is Chatter Out Loud, a podcast where I share thoughts and TV commentary, starting with one of my favorite shows, Big Brother. In this episode, I'm chatting about Celebrity Big Brother Season 3 and the recent shakeup in the house. All right, you guys, so normally I don't like to give any live feed Big Brother spoilers. I like to provide a recap along with my opinions. However, in this case, it's a trending topic, so you probably have already seen it, and we can't look away. US Weekly has already posted an article on it, and many Big Brother reviewers have shared the story. All right, so what am I talking about? SNL Chris, aka comedian Chris Kattan, is seemingly no longer a house guest. Yeah, he has exited the game. Right now, I haven't read anything on the why, but I did see on the live feed shortly before last night's episode ended, where the live feeds were back on. Todrick and Cynthia were in a conversation, and this was the first that the first that I heard that SNL Chris was gone. He was out of the house. And if you're interested where in the live feeds this is talked about, it's talked about again by Todrick and Cynthia. You can go to February 9th around 8:54ish Eastern Standard Time. Like many of you, I was watching the show that was airing on CBS. We were watching Misha nominate Carson and Cynthia, giving her non-reasons of why Carson is this big threat. Anyway, so February 9th around 8:54ish. I forget which camera, but Todrick is laying in the bed. Cynthia's standing up. She has her baseball cap on. She's in black. And they are in a conversation, and you hear them refer to SNL Chris, quote, no longer here. And they also said another quote was, he's out of the equation. Right? Yeah, so SNL Chris, aka Chris Kattan, he's no longer in the house. I think this does have an impact on Misha's HOH this week. I think I shared a little bit about this in my last episode, but Misha was clear on her target, which is Carson. Okay. However, they were talking about a backup plan. And since SNL Chris has repeatedly expressed the desire to go home, remember his big speech the last time he was on the block. He's been walking around the house. He didn't know what he did wrong. He was just interested. It just seemed like he was uncomfortable being there. So I'm not sure of the why he left. And I don't know. He just seemed like he didn't want to be there. Maybe he was homesick. Maybe he was physically incapable. I don't know. But anyway, Misha was trying to come up with a backup plan. And SNL Chris, since he had repeatedly expressed the desire to go home, they planned to put him on the block and vote him out as a backup. And now that he's gone, who will they use as a backup? And before I accidentally share too much and talk about what's going on in the live feeds now, I'll just leave it there. So again, SNL Chris, aka Chris Kattan, he's no longer in the game. US Weekly indicated that CBS will get into the why he left. They'll get into that on Friday's show that will air on February 11th, tomorrow. So we'll look forward to that. Okay, and that's all I have. So be sure to come back and give me a listen, give me a follow, subscribe, leave me a comment, leave me a message. You can find me by looking for Chatter Out Loud. I have this podcast, I tweet, I'm on YouTube. So look for Chatter Out Loud and you'll find me. I also have links to where you can find me in the description, so check that out. Yeah, so my name is Danielle and you're listening to my podcast, Chatter Out Loud. Thank you so much for joining me, and as always, I appreciate your support. That's all I have. Thanks again for listening, and I'll talk to you next time.